Alrighty, welcome back. We are on episode number 137 of Divinity Original Sin Part 1, the Enhanced Edition. So last episode we came back to town here and finished off the Troll's Bounty in Silver Glen with Brandon. And he taught us Tenebrium, the skill. So all of our characters now have Tenebrium, so they're able to handle Tenebrium weapons. I don't know about equipping. Let's try this. Well, she can equip them. Alright. I don't know if you can craft Tenebrium weapons or how that works. So let's take this for a second here. Let's go ahead and put his crafting gear on. So if we craft, actually we can now take this out of the. Let's take this out for now. It's a little bit easier on us. All right, can we create a large bar? No. Okay, so let's go to the end of time here. Let's go to our forge area and see if we can't figure some things out about this. Start here. Just toss that in there, see what happens. Got an anvil. Give me one on the anvil. No. Well then, if I can't do that or that, then what can I do with Tenebrium? What if we do, let's do something else. Let's take this here for a second. So, 19 to 35 earth damage. Let's see if we can create something that way, but needs more Tenebrium ability. Uh-oh. That might be a problem. So he needs to be able to craft Tenebrium. Ah, shit. Okay, what if we go up to 2? What does that do for us? Can that do anything? Alright, so this is a mystery that's going to have to remain unsolved right now. Apparently I need more Tenebrium to do anything with it. So, and of course he's our crafter, so she's definitely going to be the one doing the Tenebrium. I don't know how she has any gold. Never give the woman the gold. Just don't ever give her the gold. Anyway. More arrows. Stick that in there for now. Okay, so yeah, what we're gonna do now is go back to the Troll King for a minute. I want to see if this quest made it where it's not accessible, or if the trolls just disappear. I'm hoping they're still here. He's still here. King still there or not? Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to go back there and check.
Spirits of shadow conceal me.
Okay, no, he's still there. Okay. So, at this point, I want to go back to Silver Glen and finish off the other quest lines, so...
Welcome to Silver Glen, home and hearth of Immaculates.
Alright.
Row? Row!
So... we've got two things that we can deal with here. Let's see which way we want to go with this first. We have the Naked Truth.
That doesn't look like your best work there, dear. Your time.
The Goblin Trouble.
Please, Mara. Must you
Let's
bother?
go. You know, poor Bajorn, man. Just if Mara would just shut up. Jesus fucking Christ! Even in the goddamn game, can't get any fucking peace. All right, let's go ahead and let's toss a hard save here and see what we're going to do with this mess.
Hello again, Your Grace.
Let's see. Let's go with the basic stuff again.
Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement.
I can't remember if I pickpocketed him or not.
My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps, my most upright highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem. Enough to know the whole institution has been a blight on productivity. With the blessings of the conduit to replace a sense of a job well done, the miners care hardly at all for getting the mines back in good working order. Get on with it then. Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing Tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion. What can I say? A pound of Tenebrium fetches more coin than a miner can produce in 10 years of labor. Now, you can't take it so badly. A businessman operates on pure numbers, and the math is airtight. You see, my liege, when a miner has been overlong exposed to Tenebrium, he begins showing certain symptoms. Gangrene about the extremities, fatigue, malaise. At first, we attributed these symptoms to poor diet, laziness, and general malingering. Had we known then what we've since discovered, we never would have continued operations. But alas, mistakes were made, and those we lost can never be brought back, no matter what that crackpot conduit would have one believe. What of it? Every business has its risks, and I more than fairly compensated the miners hired to extract Tenebrium. Who am I to tell them they aren't allowed to take on the job? Ah, yes, Ben. Of course, one of our many noble miners, Your Grace. A smallish man. I believe he's around here somewhere, isn't he?
Okay, I don't know if I've tried to pickpocket him or not? Apparently I have not. I should do that though, because I don't know if he's going to be gone after this. Alright. It just fucked me, didn't it?
What do you think you're doing?
Yep. He moved and it fucked me. Go on, move.
Hey, stop that!
Okay, apparently I don't have enough to get all three, huh? Well, that's annoying. I think at this level of pickpocketing you would have enough. Oh, I guess we're going that way. We're going that way. Which way is he going? Alright.
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Alright, now you're just pissing me the fuck off, you piece of fucking shit. I mean, I swear to fucking God, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You know, you gotta fucking do this, and every goddamn time, every motherfucking time, you gotta lock him up. Fucking retarded. Every fucking time you gotta do that. Two perception, two constitution. That's quite a weapon for a staff user. Alright. Retarded. Oh, that's right. I still get all this shit too. Alright, just leave the pickpocketing in. Yeah, sure. Let's go over here.
Hello again, Your Grace. Preposterous. What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silver Glen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations. You what? The only brilliant solution you could come up with was to blow up the entire mine? Keep your filthy goblin's head. What do you survive for such garbage now that the entire mine is in rubble? You've ruined each and all of us, you low-down, backbiting, rat-faced nincompoop. What'll I tell the men? Better yet, what'll you tell them? Oh, begone from my sight.
So apparently I should have come back and turned this in before the mines were destroyed. Goblin trouble. Despite receiving the head of Drexus, the destruction of the mines threw Lawrence into a rage, and he refused to reward us. Well, I'm hardly going to do that any different now, but that being said, at some point I might be able to figure out where the mines were still around. How far back was the mines? Right around here. Let's look at 118. What's 118 say? Is we're already done. 118 is not good for us. Let's go to 117. 17. Alright, the mines are still.
It doesn't seem to work here.
Let's just go down here. So. Did this completely out of order. I don't know, it felt like that was the natural progression of things right there. Apparently not. It was obvious that you're supposed to go to the troll first now, which meant you have to go to Maradino, and you do all that before you ever enter the mines.
Hello again, Your Grace. You saw what? Death's Knights of all things? Keep your filthy goblin's head. What do you survive for such garbage now that the mine is infested by Armageddon? Let the thing fall to pieces. Let those demon spawn remain trapped forevermore in Rivellon's bowels.
Even though we brought him, the head of Drexus, Lawrence avoided rewarding us by claiming he was waiting until the mines had been resized. Huh. So, how much XP did we get for that? Or does it even tell us? It doesn't tell us. So it doesn't seem to matter how that went down, does it? You know what, maybe I can go back to an earlier one than that and see if there's a different response. So figure out where the first one was when we got into the mines. Like right after we killed Drexus. Okay, so we haven't even seen it here. Okay. Oh, how convenient. There's his head.
Striking it rich!
Okay. So this is...
It doesn't seem to work here.
Directly after defeating Drexus.
Row?
Eyes the goddess.
Hello again, Your Grace. You saw what? Death's Knights of all things? Keep your filthy goblin's head. What do you survive for such garbage now that the mine is infested by Armageddon? Let the thing fall to pieces. Let those demons spawn remain trapped forevermore in Rivellon's bowels.
So it's 3,500 XP. It does not seem to matter that we destroyed the mines.
You what?
Yeah.
The only brilliant solution you could come up with was to blow up the entire mine? Keep your filthy goblin's head. What do you survive for such garbage now that the entire mine is in rubble? You've ruined each and all of us, you low-down, backbiting, rat-faced nincompoop. What'll I tell the men? Better yet, what'll you tell them? Oh, begone from my sight.
Okay, so same amount of XP. Despite receiving the head of Drixus, the destruction of the mines threw Lawrence into a rage and he refused to reward us. So he wasn't going to reward us no matter what we did. Okay. Now, how should we proceed with this part?
Oh, look! It's the demolition squad. I think there's a few buildings still standing in Silver Glen somewhere. So go work your magic, why don't you? But, Your Grace, I never... Oh, damn it all to hell in a handbasket. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so the jig's up, eh? So what if I let those back asswards yokels mine the tenebrium? I paid 'em well enough. And if they got sick, it's no one's fault but their own. I'll tell you what. You keep this little factoid between us, and I'll make it worth your while. How's 1,000 gold sound? That's quite a heap of cash for nothing more than silence.
Okay.
So much gold for such a small request. Count us in.
Accepting this bribe would be a crime against every miner who lost his life in the name of lining Lawrence's pockets.
Accept the money and I'll use my share to buy you those wolfskin boots I've seen you eyeing. What do you say?
This doesn't make any sense.
Come, help me prove that we Source Hunters are more than brute force. We seek justice through legal means, don't we?
No, we'll do as I say.
That's the spirit. Let sleeping dogs lie, I say. Pleasure doing business with you. Preposterous. What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silver Glen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations. Me? Well, I used to be the proud owner of a beautiful silver mine, but then a pack of idiots blew it up. Interesting story, isn't it? Get on with it, then. What can I say? A pound of tenebrium fetches more coin than a miner can produce in 10 years of labor. Now, you can't take it so badly. A businessman operates on pure numbers, and the math is airtight. Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion. What do I care about one man of dozens? Business went on as usual after his death. Isn't that the very definition of disposable?
So, we don't know what happened to Ben. We confronted Lawrence about his true motives, and he offered us a bribe to keep our mouths shut, and we accepted it. Alright, so if that's the case... Materialistic and spiritualistic. So he got materialistic, and she got spiritualistic. Okay. Alright, well that would be one possible way of doing that. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, God. Alright, good.
All right, we'll do it your way.
Well, be a saint if you like. Not all of us have that luxury. Business is a dog-eat-dog world. I wouldn't expect you to have learned much about reality at your little Source Hunter Academy.
We confronted Lawrence about his true motives, and he offered us a bribe to keep our mouths shut. We refused it.
Oh, look! It's the demolition squad. I think there's a few buildings still standing in Silver Glen somewhere, so go work your magic, why don't you? Preposterous! What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silver Glen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations. Get on with it, then. What do I care about one man of dozens? Business went on as usual after his death. Isn't that the very definition of disposable?
Okay. So this is the second possible solution. Alright, let's go back to this one where we took the bribe.
So, you...
Alright. Why is she not talking now?
Do a salutoin, Hunter. What can I do for you? I will do my best to give answer, Source Hunter. So, you are bringing results?
Bandit slayer of mine. Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Let's show her the letter incriminating Lawrence.
Don't be so hasty. Do you really fancy starting a blood feud in this tiny village?
Did you see the way the guards look at you, Alfie? Oh, they daren't attack a brigand, but you do.
Lawrence did indeed do wrong, and as source hunters we can't conscionably protect criminals.
Do you be?
Mara, my sweet, I do wish you'd stop interrupting me.
If we expose Lawrence, we open the door for a revolt. More bloodshed is hardly what this town needs.
Oh, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, you're a good bandit slayer of mine. Oh,
All
yes.
right, we'll do it your way.
Nothing? Nothing at all? How is it that two source hunters could fail to sniff out such an obvious crime? Go away from me. I have cherry tree to plant.
For the love of the gods, Mara, let it go.
Yes, Mara, let it fucking go already.
I think you should be standing back from me, source hunter. The spirits I set upon you are vicious, yes, but wild also. Not even I know when they will be choosing to strike.
Alright, so we got... Where? Heartless for Roderick, compassionate for her. Compassionate.
Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you,
We don't want
Alfie?
heartless in
Bandit
him.
slayer of mine. Oh,
What does this say? Naked truth. We decided not to tell Nadia the truth about Lawrence. The past is the past. That ends that. And that leaves us at what then? We have 1560750. Okay. So we need to go back, not this one, let's go back to this one. So this is
Take a break now and again, Bjorn. You know what the doctor said.
we accepted
please,
his bribe.
Mara. Must you bother me at every turn?
Do a salutoin, hunter. What can I do for you?
Let's show her the letter incriminating Lawrence.
At least Nadia will know exactly why her husband died and who's to blame.
You have letter from mining guild? Let me looking. They tell Lawrence to keep mining tenebrium. They say they make him rich if he comply. The filthy pig. Oh. Mi voyagos al sia patrino domo sur la dorso del camelo kai riprochi si forte. I knew he was guilty. I knew he was to blame for Ben's death. Oh, I'll strangle him with my own two hands. My story? Well, this is no small tale. I think perhaps you will be more interested in the, how you say it, the short end of stick. I believe Lawrence, the leader of Mining Guild, tell my husband and many of other workers to mine deadly ore called tenebrium. Lawrence knew that this ore caused rot, Charming name, no? Yet ordered miners to continue. Many men, my Ben among them, become the sickness. And now they, how you say, kick down the bucket. But the sickness, it is not normal. It kills swift and terrible, not unlike sores. My son Sebi and I travel from our home to find truth. But this has proven not so easy. My sweet little Pomargo Vizago, my darling Ben. Me got along like, how you say, peas and ferrets. But here there is work, very well paid, in mines, clearing special rock from silver mine. So he leaves Sebi and I to come to Silver Glen. We wait with hearts like stones for some months. And one day we see familiar figure moving with strange steps on path toward cottage. We run to meet him and take him into our arms, but he collapses at our touch. We help him inside and set him to rest. But he was in terrible condition. Each hour he grow worse, rot so fast we hardly recognize him after 2 short days. He slip away from us, and we bury him with much grief.
So he actually made it home.
Put ghost of father to peace.
I hate how her line just started before she... It's just like they didn't have anybody play testing this shit.
So, Mr. Lawrence, it's true then. May Zalmoxis dry her socks on your mother's gravestone.
Oh, what are you going on about, you crazy old witch?
I know for truth you bring workers to mines to extract tenebrium, and that you do it knowing they will die of rot. You greedy man. Malsata rapo. You kill them to fill your own pocket.
Look, you're confused. You're ranting. Clearly there's no reasoning with you, so what say you take this rather expensive token and agree to keep your little delusions to yourself?
1,000 gold for my husband's death. Tell me, source hunter, does this man bring me for an idiot? I would be appreciating your advice before I strangle him right here and now.
Another nested.
There's been enough violence in this unfortunate place. Nadia should take the money and find peace at last.
And prove that a crime is only a crime if the criminal can't pay up afterward? I think not. Justice must be done.
This money serves to compensate Nadia for Ben's death. And Lawrence has so little power anymore, he's hardly worth the hassle. Nadia should take the money and move on.
We source hunters know full well that the price of crime is punishment. This case is no different from any others.
No, we'll do as I say.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for your discretion. People get such ideas sometimes. Here, Mrs. Minor wife, take the gold.
Bag is quite heavy, yes. I see my silence is worth much to you. And your death won't bring my husband back. I take your money then, idiot scum, and wish you nothing but horror and shortness of life.
We advised Nadia to take Lawrence's gold and leave peacefully, although she was quite angry. We told Nadia the truth about Lawrence's motives, and she dashed off to confront him. Okay.
Oh, look! It's the demolition squad. I think there's a few buildings still standing in Silver Glen somewhere, so go work your magic, why don't you? Preposterous! What does that foreigner know about the affairs of Silver Glen? You do best to do as I do, my liege, and turn a deaf ear to her insane accusations. Get on with it, then. What do I care about one man of dozens? Business went on as usual after his death. Isn't that the very definition of disposable?
I mean, what's the fucking point in having them as there if you're not gonna update it? Pragmatic, romantic. Scarlet got romantic, he got pragmatic. They both wanted romantic. Both wanted romantic.
Row? Row!
I think you should be standing back from me, Source Hunter. The spirits I set upon you are vicious, yes, but wild also. Not even I know when they will be choosing to strike.
Huh. So she sicks the spirits on us.
Dear,
You're tired, aren't you?
I told you you'd be.
Mara, my sweet, I do wish you'd stop interrupting me.
She still sick the spirits on us. That's kind of... It's not really polite.
Nadia should shout Lawrence's guilt from the rooftops. He doesn't deserve better after what he's done.
That's right. I'm sure all these miners will have more than a little to say to the man who effectively killed their comrades.
Ah, yes, that is spirit. Too bad for you, Mr. Lawrence, High Priest of Illiterati. Remember, my darling Ben, when mob rips you to pieces.
Wait. This is between you and me. There's no need to involve the rest of those cretins. They'll believe anything. Wait, Mrs. Nadia! Wait!
Friends, miners, listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy Snake, but now I have proof of his crime.
Couldn't be
I
trusted.
know none forget so many who die of rot when Tenebrium was
Don't
found.
let this
But do you
foreigner
know that
poison your
Lawrence
mind?
knew of rot and sent
Make
you and your
him
brothers to
pie.
mine anyway? He sent my husband to his death, and he sent you to yours.
Make the monster
Close
pay.
your ears again. Source Hunter, please. You're a compassionate soul, are you not? You wouldn't let these pick-swinging apes swarm me, would you? I am a man of many mistakes and even more regrets, but surely no one deserves to be ripped to shreds by the masses.
Alright, let's... Alright, sorry about that. Hit the wrong key and
justice
killed the
taste?
recorder.
Drag the dog
Anyway,
to his knees.
I'm trying to go back. I mean... It shouldn't have... So she goes out there to make the speech, right? She hasn't even ended the speech. And they're out there already saying stuff. And then he comes over and interrupts the speech and starts speaking. And then when I'm there, I I'm so close, I guess, that it interacts with me and kills the speech. I mean, it just makes no sense, man. Fucking retarded. Anyway.
Nadia should shout Lawrence's guilt from the rooftops. He doesn't deserve better after what he's done.
That's right. I'm sure all these miners will have more than a little to say to the man who effectively killed their comrades.
Ah, yes, that is spirit. Too bad for you, Mr. Lawrence, High Priest of Illiterati. Remember my darling Ben, when mob rips you to pieces.
Wait. This is between you and me. There's no need to involve the rest of those cretins. They'll believe anything. Wait, Mrs. Nadia! Wait!
So you can't see the log here. I gotta try to tie him up somehow. I can't tie him up.
Friends, miners, listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy Snake. But now I have
I knew
proof
the
of his
cur
crime.
couldn't be trusted.
I know none forget so many who die of rot when Tenebrium was found. But do you know that Lawrence knew of rot and
He's no
sent you and your
better than a
brothers to
murderer.
mine anyway? He sent my husband to his death, and he sent you to yours.
Make the monster pay.
What could
Show
this
that
old
Bonadoro
gasbag
Bracco
possibly
what you
know
think of
about
him.
I knew the cur couldn't be trusted.
Yeah, see, that happened way too quick. You didn't get to see any of the dialogue, so let's go back. You gotta look at the fucking dialogue in this way. Where are we at? Alright, so friends, miners, listen closely. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy Snake. But now I have proof of his crime. There you have it, as corrupt as a sorcerer. I knew the cur couldn't be trusted. I bet he's in league with the goblins, a traitor. I know none forget so many who die of rot when Tenebrium was found. Don't let this foreigner poison your minds. But do you know that Lawrence knew of rot and sent you and your brothers to mine anyway? Lawrence did what? He's no better than a murderer. Lawrence did what? Drag the dog to his knees. He sent my husband to his death, and he sends you to yours. Make the monster pay. What could this old gas bag possibly know about our history? The history we've crafted together. Show the Baracco, whatever, what you think of him. Proof, the rat. I knew the cur couldn't be trusted. Make him pay, corrupted bastard. He's no better than a murderer. And then you got these other bastards in the way. And that's the end of that. And then they stabbed him. So, the naked truth. We advised Nadia to refuse the bribe from Lawrence and expose him. We weren't close enough to have it trigger the other dialogue. Let's go see if she curses us again.
Mara, must you bother me at every turn?
Justice at last for my darling! Oh, since we avenge him, I will, how you say, slip like smooth for rest of my days. Soon we will return to homeland and throw great party in Ben's honor and yours. Oh, my knight in shining garter. Take whatever you like from shop, my friend. It is least I can doing for you.
Take whatever you want from my shop.
Justice at last for my darling! Oh, since we avenge him, I will, how you say, slip like smooth for rest of my days. Soon we will return to homeland and throw great party in Ben's honor and yours. Oh, my knight in shining garter. Take whatever you like from shop, my friend. It is least I can doing for you.
Take whatever you want from my shop. So... Is it going to be free?
Bandit slayer of mine. Oh, yes you are. Yes you
Take
are.
whatever you want from my shop is hardly a reward when you have to pay for it, huh? Well, let's just try that. The offer insults her. Well, I mean, that's not really... is there something else I'm missing? Well,
Don't work too
Hello
hard,
again,
Arcturus.
or Dua Salutoin, as we say in our homeland.
You'd stop interrupting me.
no. So, that's hardly a resolution, is it?
Oh, you're a good boy, aren't you?
Okay.
Yes you are. Yes you are.
That just seems bad. Like, what's the point? Alright, so go back to here.
Friends, miners, listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy's snake, but now I have proof
There
of
you
his
have it.
crime.
As
I
corrupt
know
as a
none
sorcerer.
forget so many who die of rot when Tenebrium was
Don't
found.
let this.
But do
this
you know
foreigner
that Lawrence
poison your
knew
mind?
of rot and sent you and your brothers to mine anyway? He sent my husband to
I
his
bet
death,
he's in league with
and
the
he sent you to
goblins.
yours.
The traitor!
Make the monster pay.
Show that
Close your
Bonador
ears
Bracco
against
what you
so
think
wicked
of
word.
him.
So why didn't he trigger the... Am I just not close enough? I need to get down on the ground?
Friends, miners, listen close. You already knew this Lawrence was Greasy's snake, but now I have proof of his crime.
To his knees.
I know none forget so many who die of
What could
rot
this old
when
gasbag
Tenebrium was
possibly
found.
know about our
But do you know
history?
that
The
Lawrence
history
knew
we've
of rot
crafted
and sent you and your
together.
brothers
Drag
to
the
mine
dog to his
anyway?
knees.
He sent my husband to his death, and he sent you to yours.
Make the monster pay.
So, Santa, please, you're a compassionate soul, are you not? You wouldn't let these pick-swinging apes swarm me, would you? I am a man of many mistakes and even more regrets, but surely no one deserves to be ripped to shreds by the masses.
I bet he's in league with the goblins.
Show that Bonador
The traitor!
Bracco what you think of him.
After what Lawrence has done, the crowd deserves their shot at him.
How is justice taste, Mr. Lawrence?
Lawrence did what?
We're source hunters, not vigilantes. If Lawrence is to be punished, it ought not to be at the hands of a rabid crowd.
Mr. Lawrence.
I knew the cur couldn't be trusted. He's no better than a murderer.
Bracco, what you think of him?
It was these miners and their kin that Lawrence wronged. It's these miners who deserve the right to judge him.
Show that Bonadoro Bracco what you think of him.
I bet he's in league with the goblins. A traitor!
Brutal mob justice is no less criminal than that of which Lawrence stands accused.
Proof! The rat!
All right, we'll do it your way.
My savior, my friend. This'll be the last anyone in Silver Glen sees of Lawrence. That is my promise.
That man's a murderer! You'd see us let him free? Let him run off to the next village of saps to maim and murder for profit? You lot, you're lucky the whole of us can't hold a candle to your fancy enchantments, or you'd have to face us yourselves.
Nadia's speech caused an uprising, but we convinced the mob to let Lawrence go. So, that was what? Vindictive for Scarlet, forgiving. So we both wanted to be forgiving there. As far as the XP goes, that is a significant amount of XP that we're getting from that.
Proof! The rat!
Who had won last time? I want her to win this time, I guess. So, fuck you, man. Fuck the fuck off. Fuck off.
Lawrence did what?
No, we'll do as I say.
No, please, Source Hunter, you can't let them do this. Oh, what a fool I was to execute the Guild's demands. It's the Guild you ought to be after, not me. I'm merely the messenger. Please, please.
Oh, hear that, Lawrence? That's the sound of the scales of justice tipping in our favour. I'd suggest you say your prayers, but I doubt you've a soul left to pray for.
Bonadoro Bracco, what you think of him?
She's scamming.
I bet he's in league with the
Trial,
goblins.
verdict, and
Traitor!
execution in a matter of minutes.
It seems these Immaculates have more on their minds than due process.
Nowadays speech caused an uprising, and we advised the mob to exact justice upon Lawrence, and it still came out with 9,000 XP on it. Okay. Okay, so, it seems to me that I'm gonna have to go back to before this at some point. I don't know where. Shit, I don't know where. What did we do here? Alright, so I pickpocketed him. The naked truth. So we haven't confronted him yet at all. Okay, so it seems that the way to go for sure is to eventually get to that point where we're just at. Either you let him live or die. It doesn't seem to matter XP wise that way. But if you don't tell Nadia, you don't get to that point. So the first step is the bribe. Do you take the bribe or not? It seems you should take the bribe because there's no downside to the bribe at all. Okay. Alright, so when we come back, we're going to go ahead and redo this encounter from start to finish in the way that I actually want to do it now. And I've seen the permeations. Alright, yeah, later guys.